How's everybody doing? Good morning. Everybody can hear me? See? Awesome. All right, by show of hands, if this is the opportunity so I know how to address the morning session, I need to know. If you can press number 8, and this is the first time you hear, you didn't attend yesterday's presentation, so we can go over it. Press number 8, so that way I know who am I talking to. All good. So everybody's continuing from yesterday, right? All right. All right, so there's 2 people. John missed it. All right, 2 guys. All right, so I'm going to go really quick about it. All right, well, welcome back, JL. All right, awesome. All right, so my name is Carlos Diaz, and welcome to Trade Mission. We are an advanced oil and index future analysis services, and our main focus today is to let you know that we are analysts. All right, that's our main focus, and that's actually what we provide every single day. All right. Okay, so today you're going to experience our daily market analysis, right? That has been producing an average of 13% per month for about 30 straight months, and how you can ethically knock it off in less than 60 minutes a day. And this is how it's going to work. Really simple, and it is the most important thing. We will identify the potential main trend for the session, but as always, the market, and you're going to see in a moment, I'm going to review yesterday's action. The market has immediate tendency and long-term perspective tendency, and we're going to be providing you calculated and a set of 3 potential targets to the upside and to the downside. Is that clear? So I need you to pay close attention, because the main trend, let's say that the main trend is up, we're going to provide you 3 potential opportunities or potential objectives or targets to the upper side. That's bullish traders. And if the market reverses, we're also going to provide 3 objectives to the downside. Okay, we're going to show you how that works. As a mean of an extra, we're probably going to execute based on our way of trading, which is based on micro momentum and price action entry, depending on the specific areas that we look for into entering the market. And we're going to manage the trade as the price moves, whether that being positive or negative. Okay, so basically the way that it works is twofold. This is us, all right, me, in the personal level, and this is our analysis or main objective or the main concept of Trade Mission. This is the key factor here. This is the number 1 and only one that you should focus on right now, is the way that we analyze the market. Okay, you can apply whatever you're gonna see here and get from this information on your own methodology or strategy. There's a gazillion ways of doing that, so you can use your own. Does that make sense, guys, so far? Okay, so having said that, here's a little bit of a housekeeping. I need you to pay close attention and focus at all time, right? We're going to be able to provide you with great information and good analysis for you and your benefit. Okay, this is myself, Carlos Diaz, and Juan is my best student now colleague. and we both work as a tandem team to continuously analyze the market in every single tick move. And excuse me, we provide you with a great opportunity or information as the market moves in. On the other hand, we specifically focus on long-term perspective or swing trading for our practice, and that's what we do every single day, and we adapt this for day trading. And this is when Trading Mission opens up in May 2014. All right. We've been around for quite a while. In 1998, that was my very first time as a coach for a group of stock traders. In 2001, I was the head analyst, not a trader, the head analyst for a small fund overseeing the S&P futures specifically. And in 2015, we were awarded the Trade Titan Awards based on our consistency on our analysis services, based on truthfulness, transparency, and profitability. So these are the three factors that I believe could help us identify that we might be able to help you in some sort of way. We're not saying we're like the one-stop shop for you, but we might be if our methodology makes sense in terms of our analysis. Does that make sense? Press number 5 if that makes sense, yes or no. Okay. Right, this is our mission for you. We're going to be respectful, honest, transparent, share our knowledge, and provide great support from you. We expect pretty much the same thing. We expect for you to be respectful, be responsible, maintain focus at all time, embrace the information as you're going to learn a lot as I explain things, and most importantly, have fun at all times. Okay. Now, importance, we have zero tolerance towards negative comments, and we are not ashamed to say that if we don't feel comfortable with anything that you have to say, we will, with all due respect, we'll have to ban you from either one of the chat rooms or the room at all. Right? We don't have time for negative impact. Trading is stressful enough to deal with scumbags that start to bash in or promote or whatever. All right? So if you don't feel comfortable in the way that we apply and or the way I refer to this, I'm sorry, but I have to be really thorough and be really honest with you right off the bat, because if you don't feel comfortable, then this is not the place for you. You just click on the top right corner and just exit right now. Are we clear on that? Press number 11. All right. Now, this is not for you. Definitely, if you can't understand or you can stand risk, if you never traded before, if you don't have a full risk capital of at least $10,000 to $20,000 to trade the full contracts of the oil market specifically, this is what we suggest. Doesn't mean that that's what it's required. This is what we suggest. If you're looking for the Holy Grail or not miracle traders, if you don't have a trade plan in place, you should have one. You can ask. We can help you out with that. If you don't have discipline in terms of trading or patience at all, then this is definitely not for you. If you can afford to lose money again, not for you. Do not place any trades at all. All right? The best room practice is the first thing and the most important thing, and I'm saying it right off the bat here. I hope everybody understand this. Very important. If you're here for the first time, you have never ever see the way that we analyze the market, right? Do not place real live trades with us. Practice on simulation first, or do nothing. Understood? Yes? I repeat, 7:11 a.m. Do not engage in real live trades with us unless you know or understand our methodology, right? Yesterday we had somebody just eager to get in, and then it didn't work out as we supposed to, and obviously you know the rest. Use excuse me, use clear uncluttered charts for clarity. That's exactly what we're going to try to do. You're going to see the levels, and we're going to explain thoroughly which levels and how those levels worked out. That way you can map it up on your own side and have the potential outcome that even when we close the trade room, you still have these levels or information on your end, and you can benefit tremendously after the fact of closing the trade. We will provide with the detailed pre-market analysis of pay-call citation, right? We will also provide with the 3 minimum potential targets to the upside and the downside. We reveal a potential reversal zone. We call them the power zone. You're going to see an example of yesterday at this glorious moment. I'm going to show you how we benefit from it. You can benefit too. We suggest to take anywhere from your personal objective is to at least on oil, and this is kind of like like overall average in reality, but in oil, to make it worth, you should focus to make at least 10 to 20 ticks. That's basically what it is. It's not what we suggest. It's basically kind of the norm for oil traders. So try to make it worth, make at least 10 to 20 ticks, right? Typically we do that, and everything falls down as perfectly as we expect, and we're done, and we close the trade room, right? As soon as we reach our target, we're going to be done for the day. But you're going to keep the analysis on your own, because that's exactly what we're going to be doing, and the main focus, our main services, is to provide you a thorough, specific analysis every single day. We will not trade if we don't feel comfortable with the market at all. So if it is not safe, we don't. But when we do follow along with our own methodology, and we keep going over and over and over again until when we incur in a loss. Like yesterday, we unfortunately lost all the time. Well, it depends. We did, and some did, and some didn't. We will look to make further 2 attempts to recover, but before sitting out of the market on the remaining of the session, we make sure that we do have another opportunity. If we don't, then we just call it a quits at the 3rd attempt. All right? That's how we roll. Okay? So let's get on with the information. And this was yesterday's market activity. We're going to be using new charts, but this is yesterday's chart, and this was based on the February contract. We changed today to the March. We're going to bring new charts in a moment. So here's CL. We also analyze the ES and the NQ. You can see it right here, right? And the most important thing we need to address is that these are the power zones right there, the green boxes. And yesterday we were aiming to go any further to the 53, 54, 20 area to the upside. It was really strong. On the morning we were looking to go long at the 25 level area in here, and we went long in that area. We went and placed I think it was a 90-something stop loss at the beginning, if I'm not mistaken. And that was pretty much in this area right in there. That was the first buy right in here. 95 around this area was the stop originally, but I trailed the stop too tight and I got stopped out, still being right on the trend to the upside. I went long again for the second time, got stopped out again, and eventually the market burst to the upper side and reached the targets that we were looking for eventually, which was 53.50, 53, 54.50. I believe if you click on the chat box on the top side, I haven't been able to change today's charts yet. You're going to see that. So it was pity because I was overprotecting the account yesterday. That was my mistake, and I got stopped out, still being right on the trend, and all the targets, they actually pan out and worked out to the upper side. So that was a mistake based on management on terms of protecting the account as soon as possible, because I knew a lot of people were actually following along with us placing the trades. And that's the reason I'm being really thorough today, that I really don't care what you do. I'm going to keep today's activity based on my own. You are responsible for taking your own trades and placing your own stops on your will. I'm going to follow along, and I'm not going to think about the fact of I'm going to think about the fact of you controlling, excuse me, you controlling your own management on the analysis that we're going to be providing. Nevertheless, that's the key. Then I went long again on the second burst, trying to go for the 64 and 54.20, and I had a swing trade stop that actually was triggered and then we decided to close the trade because that was the rule of engagement. 3 strikes and we're done. Nevertheless, you notice here 52.60, 54.42, 58.20, 59.90, 51.82. These are yesterday's levels target. You see the shaded gray, brown area right there? That's what we call the no trade zone, meaning we wait until the market breaks through it to the upper side to continue to the further targets to the upper side, or it breaks through below of it and then go for the potential targets to the downside. Does that make sense? Yes or no? It's kind of a plan of action or football kind of thing, right? No trade zone, what's right in here, right? Once the market breaks through it to the upper side, we can continue to further go into the next upcoming levels up to the upper side, which actually worked out eventually right in there. Not to the continuing level, but it's okay, it was there. And to the downside, we have a break below 52.88 with targeting 60, 42, 28, 90 to 76, 56, 35, and so on and so forth. That was on yesterday's February contract. If anybody was here from yesterday and you care to share, if you were able to continue the analysis after we close the trade room and capitalize on the downside, please share that. That would be great. So that way is a proof of concept of the information. All right, for the remaining members right here. I believe I had a screenshot from my trade off on the aftermath. Obviously, that doesn't kind of work out. I'm not bringing it here to show over anything. I'm just trying to show you side by side how the levels worked. All right. Here's a screenshot after we closed the trade room, right, that the market reversed. I took a short at 53.02, and that was, and basically this was not right on the turning point. Basically, I waited for the market to pierce 52.88, which they did in this area right there. On the pullback, right? This is a 10-minute chart, by the way. On the pullback, I was able to take once the market came back down, short the market at the 53.02 after leaving behind that pivot, right, or that pullback area, and shorted the market. And take a look, the 52.60 that was labeled yesterday right there. Take a look at that point. 42.28 was not reached at that point yet. And then we have the 90, 82, and 76 yesterday. Take a look at it right here. The market was not there yet, and take a look what happened afterwards. Does that make sense? CL King, Army got that. Worked out awesome for me. Heritage says, same here. Took it from it when it left the no trade zone and that first blue area. Great job, guys. All right, perfect. And that's the most important thing. I did the same, but pulled it earlier. Great. So this was, although obviously is not counted for the results or whatnot, it is for you to understand that even though that I closed the trade room, assuming my 3 losses for the trade room at all, we closed it, we're done. A little bit afterwards, the opportunity actually came on and provided the follow-through of the plan where we were able to recover. I did not recover all of it, but I recovered, I would say, 90% of my losses. I recovered from this potential area, right? Up until this moment. That's what I'm saying, up until that moment. I typically trade 2 contracts. I obviously added a 3rd one to recover some of it at that point, and then left the other one ring hanging and remaining until the targets were hit eventually. It took a long time, but obviously I traded it. I had here a 51.90. I did not reach that target. I went for the 42-second one. To be quite honest, I took this one, I moved it up to the 42, and that's the second one that I got eventually. Okay, so I just wanted to show you how this kind of works out for you, because it is absolutely important. All right. Now that we have done that, we're going to minimize this one. Okay. All right, we're going to switch here to from simulation to lot count, 2 contracts. I'm going to choose my specific area. And we're going to start with ES. And we're trading, by the way, we're trading March contract on oil, okay? For those of you wondering. I'm going to be analyzing, right? I don't know if I'm going to trade it. I'm going to be analyzing March contract. Agreed? Everybody good? Joseph says, okay, hold on, Shelby. Yes, work well. I'm getting used to trading the plan after the break room. Awesome. Yes, guys, remember, that's what we do. We're analysts. I mean, this might sound harsh, and I think there's enough people for here to say it, but a lot of people call me, you're a great trader. I am not. I'm not a trader. I'm an analyst. I'm a really freaking good analyst. I have to say it. I don't mind saying it. I have to say it for the first time. I pay my dues, and I think I'm really good at that crap. I mean, I'm really, really good at it. I'm an analyst, and that's what people pay for us, right? So money managers, all these big leagues, and they use our information on their own to extract the best on their own strategy. Think of it like strategies are like you can have Fibonacci strategy, Eddy wave strategy, CCI squeeze strategy, I don't know, you can use a gazillion things, moving averages strategy, you can use Bollinger Band strategies, Kellner Band strategies, and the list goes on and on and on and on. Does that make sense? Those are like different weapons, right? But the war is only one, right? You only have one war at that moment, and that's the whole focus. But you can use any one of your weapons in order to win the war, depending on how accurate or how good you are on using those weapons. So you choose your weapon, you choose your strategy on trading the markets. I'm here to provide you the roadmap of the least path of resistance with a high probabilities for success in terms of trading basing on our methodology of an analysis. Does that make sense? Right? Thank you, Nikki. Now I know your point. I appreciate it. But it's a way that I see myself is that you have to become a really good analyst in order to pull in amazing trades. That's what I'm trying to say. Make sense? And this is what I'm trying to embark with you here. Trading Mission 2.0, as I said, from 2017 is going to be 100% focused on you guys becoming top-notch analysts, using our information, making it your own, and make the best out of it, right? Joseph says, I wish I had started using your levels on my own sooner. It took a while to build confidence and understand what you meant by it all. No problem, Joseph. It's just take a little bit, but I believe that now you can see the power of it, right? All right, so, excuse me. So here we are. We have a no trade zone on the E-mini S&P. E-mini S&P has been really, really uncomfortable these days. I think the elected president is taking control, what, on Thursday? On 20th? On the Friday? I believe it is. Am I right? And that's really screwing things up, by the way. I just had a conversation yesterday with a couple of colleagues, and everybody's having a hard time. So specifically on the indices, though, but that also will affect, excuse me, the oil market. And no trade zone 67.50, 61.50. A break above 67.50, it's on bias right now, by the way, on the ES. We should see a 69.75 to 70.25. That's a power zone, highly a probable seller stepping in right there. But if they break through, the next level will be 71.75, 73.25, and 77. A break below 61.50 will trigger 60, 59.50, 54.25, and I have here a 50.25 to 49.50. 3 levels down. Yeah, gotta be patient. Switch to 10-minute. Long-term perspective on the momentum is down, but we can confirm that until they break that 61.50. That's all I'm saying. And remember, these guys are really what do you call it? They like to betray us by faking move and then taking stops in reverse, right? So we got to be really careful about those. All right, so that's the ES. Let me move this in here. Let me place. We're going short on oil. All right. Let's see. I'm going short on oil, and let me just focus on oil right now. Long-term perspective on oil is down. Focus on sell setup. Obviously, this is a new contract over, so it's kind of, yes, it was kind of weird because they were overlapping into it. So it always happens. On the 18th, this is the day that we prefer to move. And so far we have a power zone right here, the 52.10 to 6, possibly 51.95. I will believe that I will give it about 12 here. I think that's going to be better. Let me see. Hold on. Know that I don't have enough information. This was 36. It was. All right. So these are the immediate targets for today's morning, for the morning session. It would be, if I'm not mistaken, it would be 28, 12, and 51.95. Honest with you guys, although I know it's 51.95, I will extend this to even number at the 52. Understood. So I'm going to use that on a thin format and solid. So I know it's kind of, I'm just adding about 5 ticks on that one. Not just because I know even numbers are the good. This is typically what they look for. Excuse me. You notice here how they're holding around the 60 and then around the 40, right? Yeah, they give or take a couple ticks there, and I mean, based on floating orders, that this is what most of these lines represents, right? But typically we like to round it out in numbers, which is a little bit more powerful. And just so you know, on the oil market, for some reason, I learned from one of my mentors, the numbers they're really most likely to attract, don't ask why, I have no idea yet. It's the 80s and the 20s. Why? No idea. I mean, I have asked, I have understand the fact that they explain it to me gazillion times. It just, for me, it's difficult for me to understand the why those numbers. But nevertheless, if you would pay close attention to those 20s, take a look at 20 here, boom, right there. So it's a swing low, fine. And they say that if they go that 20, they're probably going to pull up for an 80. Let's see if that's true. So 80 was, no, it didn't happen. Over here, actually, wait, let's see, this was closing up to a 20, and that's an 80. Okay, here we go. We'll talk about that later on. So we're looking for a sell setup as we speak. Stop loss level is going to be 52.68. 52.68. Right on top of there. We're pretty much on the 20 to 25 initial stop loss. Target is going to be 52.28. If you notice, I have the 20 there, as I mentioned, just in case. Then we have 52.12. And then we got, as I mentioned, 51.95 to 52. Extremely bearish market today. 732. And it's if you notice, the 10-minute chart looks kind of noisy. You see, it's like a lot of whipsaw are going on, stepping stones to the downside. When I have that, I don't like this behavior, right? So I just jump it up one more time frame. That way I have less noise on the charts. Does that make sense? Right? So, and this was kind of looks really good. It's more clean, right? To the point. And by me moving into a higher time frame, it just kind of makes sense saying, and that means these guys are going to take longer than usual. And is there any reason why for that to happen? Well, kind of. The first thing that we need to do is just, guess what? Bring in the news, right? So we need to click on the 18th, see what's going on, and then we have here, all right, we got a weird thing going on right there. And then we do have high impact reports, and most importantly, this lady talking today, I think it is, on the 3 p.m., right? FOMC meeting speaking at 11. Two high impact reports at 8:30 coming up. But I think these two FOMC meetings are typically kind of the one that might bring us a little bit of a headache today. Nevertheless, we're going to have high impact reports in the morning. That might be good. And then with a few sprinkles of medium impact, we would like to know what exactly affects the market. There's no data there, so. All right, so we'll wait. So now we know that we have two impact reports at 8:30, so that's when we might see some kind of interesting move. We're done with this. We should focus only on one thing alone, and that would be, actually, let me extend this no trade zone up until the low. That way I know for a fact what's going on. Move this away for a moment. Maria, we don't have any entry yet, right? I'm just waiting for some sort of a few things. I'm waiting for the prior testing periods to be broken. And let me try to show you one thing. Guys, you see this 41, right? Right there, 36, these two bottoms right there. Let me put it this way, right? Those levels are below on a huge downward move. They were stuck right on the track, right in there. Does that make sense? Right? You see it, and you see it. That's all I'm trying to do. So think about it this way. They were stopped on a huge downward move, 125 ticks move. Stopped right on the dime at 36. You're wondering, all right, is that an important number? It must have, right? Because they stopped right in it. So try to think of it like this. Let's just assume that you have either one of your strategies or methodologies to trade on the long term, on the short-term bias. I just assume the whole move today is to focus only on sell setups. Now, by going back on time, in this case, right in here, because this is where we are right now, I just go back and try to think and see where would be our roadblocks on our way down. And if you go back immediately, I notice there is a roadblock right in there. Reason why I have a 41 label right in there. I have another roadblock of 36. These are, it follows as, it works as follows. The reason being is because that one stopped right there on the track on the way down. The market pulled back up to continue down, but failed to take that prior low, making that low what? 2 times powerful. Does that make sense? Yes. Market came back up again, do its final decent, this is a decent nice pullback. That's actually a pulling bar technique entry right in there with a stop right in here, kind of a double top formation there. So that's kind of decent price action formations. We can hold a short position, assuming, right? But then again, check this out. The market comes back down, and guess what? It was challenged again by that 40 area, 41, 42 area, right on track. Market comes back up, failed to take the double top formation that they left behind right there, and it's coming back down. So here we go. They're testing it again. They're trying it again. And here we go. Now, can you understand? People saying, oh, you're a breakout trader. I am not. I just want to make sure that the roadblocks that I have ahead of time, right? Because my focus is down here. These are my focus right there, right? I just want to make sure that they go back and test for a second time or third time in this case, a break below 41. That was the original one that I had. And I just added this one as an additional layer because I know that if they take the 41, the very next is going to be the prior low. They're either going to break from it, test, and then go down, or they're going to go test from it like this, come back up again, and then try to go for the third time. That would be even better, that one, right? And since we don't know the future, I don't know if they're going to do this or they're going to do this. That's the reason I use momentum. So the first probe of functioning for me is making sure that they test it. I don't care if they go through it, come back out and go for it. I don't care if they come here, they come back over it, and then go through it. I don't know what's going to happen. All I know is that if they go through it, and I check my volume, my momentum entry indicators, and all that stuff that we use in the sidelines here to verify that indeed we should focus on going short. I just want to make sure that once I pierce through it, I place a floating order of a limit, right, to go short at the 36, probably even the 41. I don't know, maybe in the 35, 34. I don't care, depending on how fast or strong they move. You saw it yesterday. Whenever they decided to move, they burst through it. They never gave us a chance, right? They just went through it, period. So, and we were very well positioned, by the way. I just got stopped out because I was chickening out by moving my stop too tight. But the past is the past. Let's just forget about it. But I need you to learn from the lessons of saying, you know what? Whenever you have the opportunity, just go at it. Calculate the risk where it's supposed to be. Leave it what it is, and just wait until it happens. You're either going to get stopped out or you're going to get moved. That's one of the two outcomes of the results today. Understood, guys? Trading has two options. You either make it or you either don't make it. Right? So right now our stop loss is labeled at there is a stop loss at 68. 68 stop. Potential entry might be in the 36 to excuse me. Hold on. 36 to 41. My actual no trade zone, calculated no trade zone, let me put it the way that it was. It was like this. That's the actual no trade zone. It's just that I had that 36 as a important support. that I need to pay close attention to. That would be another pulling bar technique entry. Start analyzing that. I'll go over and NASDAQ in a moment. Stop it at 68. $41 is a key. Okay, so it's 41 that I add here. All right, just make sure do you have the downward targets, guys. Let's just focus on the targets for a moment. The immediate targets, 28, 12, 51.95. Within between supports, right? I'm gonna, okay, 48 has been taken. There you go. All right, so I have confirmation of follow through. I just at least want to see that 41, which is the original. Sonny, no, Sonny, there isn't. On the overnight session, there's not. It's weird, yeah, that we see such a huge sell-off on the overnight. And that's kind of the preset of understanding that today's price action should be and could be continuing on a huge downward move. We could actually see the 51.12 is a really huge number here. With this guy right there, we put it big as well. These are the actual real numbers, big leagues numbers. We have smart money floating orders at the 52 area to 52.06, so I use a higher one, and I label that 52 just to give it about 5 ticks from the 95. So as you know, I like to create zones, right? I like to create ranges. I don't like to be specific. You don't know how many times I have a no-fill. Just trying to say, oh, they're going for this specific number. Bing, and then all of a sudden, the number is touched. My order is kind of the last one, and then I get screwed because the market do a pullback. And although the target was hit, I got a no-fill. So my analysis was spot on, and I actually reached my targets, but I had a no-fill, so I mess out. So I learned my lessons, and from any analysis that I do, I just give or take about 5 ticks from that analysis, right, from those levels down. All right, so if we see a 41, I might be inclined to jump in. And the reason why is we have 1, 2, 3, kind of 3 tests to the 40-ish area. Extremely bearish readings. And then just have to wait. What time is it? 7:46. Yeah, 41 is a key. Why would 52.20 not be a target? John, could be a target. That's the reason I level all of them right there. It's just that if I do, let me do it this way. The ones that are thin, right, are more of a support levels. Okay? These are validated, calculated areas. I hope that makes sense to you. Like these are my major confirming levels, right? You got it? 28, 12, 51.95. But then again, in between, and this was another one. Right there. Can probably take this one out. And in between, we have those kind of supports, right? I use order flow, yes. Somebody asked there. Volume. Yeah, I also use order flow. My own way. All right. Now, guys, I have the floating order. The way that I like to trade this, and I also have, let me bring, hold on. Wait a second. I like to have the floating order so I can click on it, drag it, and drop it where I want it. I like to use limit orders, right? Because remember, sometimes, most of the time, I like the levels to be touched, pierced, or tested, and then the market typically bounce a little bit from it. And that's what we're interested in. Yeah. Price behavior, I don't like it though. Just like yesterday. Stop is at 63 now. Okay. Stop it's at 63. John, and the reason is because I switched to a 50-minute chart, and on 50-minute charts I only used one plotting tendency. On 10 minutes, the lower the time frame, the more I need in terms of long-term perspective or tendency. Steve, we have no entry yet. I'm waiting. $30 minutes looks. 63, now it is 64. All right. Long-term perspective, bearish, looking for sell setups, targeting immediate support, right? At 28, 12, 51.95, with in-between supports that we can use as potential outcomes or objectives at 20, 52.06, and 52 even. Everybody got that? Yes? While that happens, let me see if I can quickly bring NASDAQ. Here's the outcome of NASDAQ, 54.25 to 39 is a no trade zone. A break above 54.25 will trigger 59.75 to 60.75, 62.75, and 66. Those are the three upcoming targets. Potentially 74.75. A break below 39 could bring 34.25 to 32. That's a power zone. Makes sense. If you go on the prior day, that's exactly where the transition points happen 3 times in a row. Then 24.75 is purple. It means that it's like 5 to 6 attempts confirmed using multiple analysis and strategies to confirm those levels. So that's really important, that 24.75. And possibly another power zone since yesterday, a couple of days ago, at 19.75, to be really honest with you, to 18.75. Okay? All right, here we go. They're taking the level down. Okay, let's see if I can get a fill. They went through it. No fill. Let's see if I can get a fill back up. Just wait. I'm going for the 28, remember. There you go. That's a fill. I'm going for the 28. 64. Okay. And we're talking about a 12-tick support. Remember, today's main objective is the 52.12, right? The blue one right there. That's the main objective of today. Potentially 51.95 to 52. Okay. So the initial support that I'm looking is at 28. Okay. I'm going to try to use a trailing stop here. See if it works. Here we go. We should have a confirmation of continuation any moment now. To the next stop is going to be through the 28. They typically like to go for the 20, remember, so let's see. Focus only on sell setups. All right, we need to break the 33. Let me switch back to 2-minute now. There you go. Zoom in to 0 this way. Hiding stop to 61. Next level down 28. Need to break 33. All right, notice the 36 giving us a little bit of a hard time again, right? So let's see. All right, 8 o'clock is here. See if it helps us. Need to break 33. Okay, guys, I'm standing by here. There's nothing else. I'm just waiting. If I see something or some reaction, I'll let you know. Right now, there's nothing else. Just standing by. All right, we're still holding. Just be patient. I'm probably going to be trying to share something to you, which is proprietary to only for us, specifically for us, and it's pretty awesome. Yeah, so stay tuned. Still holding. Yeah. So we just got delivery here a couple of days ago. One of our proprietary ways of, I mean, it just has taken years and years. And I know it might sound like a bash. Oh, here it comes. But first of all, this is not for sale. Second of all, this is exclusive for Amigos Trading and obviously for Trading Nation. I'm still working on it with the developer of it. And it's one of the key factors that I think we've cracked the code of trend selection. So as a glimpse, here is kind of a glimpse of it. It's really awesome. So do not ask any questions about it. I'm just trying to share with you what we have, right? And basically, this is a kind of it doesn't, once again, we're working on it. We're developing the tool. And this engine will be feeding through or possibly validating for big time swings, right? So this is kind of for big swing trading, which is what we are all about, okay? And that's the reason we're just focusing on dealing with this for day trading, which we haven't done yet. I just got, once again, delivery of it. So the cool thing about this software is based on the overall look of expectancy of the market, right? And once again, we're just focusing on you know, dealing with the correct readings with the data feed and the filtering. It just involves a few other things, but basically all I'm trying to do is focus on sell setups based on the CL, right, and focus on this. So as long as this number on the bottom sustain itself on the negative ground, the overall look of the oil for the remaining of the session today is going to be negative. It's really, really, really interesting. The only thing that we have then to focus on is relying on the selections of the stop losses. That doesn't mean that we might not get stepped out here and there, might. And that these are the kinks that we're still working on it. Remember, guys, this is something so important for you to understand. I come from a big swing trading arena. Applying my methodology for day trading is being really a burden. Okay. Does that make sense? Right? So it's so important for you guys to understand that it's not being an easy task trying to create or adapt a swing trading mentality or methodology for day trading, because we don't have the same deep pockets, right? And that's the reason we get like this, is that it gets stuffed out more often than not. Stop is at 61 now. Remember, you can use your own criteria. Long-term perspective is bearish. I could might as well use a stop at the swing high of the 69 to 72 area, using the prior two swings there. But always, always, always make sure to always adapt your own style as well. High impact reports coming up at 8:30. That's the only thing that might bring you some trouble. Taking this to 62, one tick above the high. Maybe it will probably trigger it anyways, but I just want to give it the benefit of the doubt right there. I don't know. 61. Yep. I'm out. We'll stop right there. Testing the 62. 22 ticks. No more trades until this guy settles after 8:30. Stand by. These only provided 7 ticks only. Still bearish, we're looking for a potential entry on using the pulling bar technique. So for those of you who don't understand the pulling bar technique, basically this pullbacks area, these are the new higher grounds area, right? These are the pullback bars. There is 2 minutes or 3 minutes left in this bar right there. Once the bar closes, the 2 ticks below that bar will trigger the re-entry to the downside, as we're still focusing on sell setups. And the top of the bar plus 2 ticks will become the stop loss. Okay. Now, if we would use a swing stop, as it's about 2 to 5 ticks above the higher swing high right there. It's still good, but that's way it was way over my maximum of 30 ticks. Okay, as a reason I'm choosing the very next upcoming one. I actually took those stops right there, just like yesterday. $63, the original stop was not triggered. Nevertheless, I needed to type my stop. Let me recalculate something in here. Right. 1 minute left. Long-term perspective still bearish. I haven't taken this high right there. I'm going to be using the pulling bar technique here. Waiting for this bar to close. Here we go. So that would be what? 50. 830 is here. All right, so now we wait until the price action dictates the entry. In this case, we're using a pulling bar technique, meaning this pullback area is still valid as long as the high is not taken. If the price takes a high, this could mean a potential reversal, right? But will that really is a reversal? Let me show you. Take a closer look of the high. It's right up there at 53.62. In order for this market to reverse altogether, we need to break that 61.62 area to the upper side. They might do a bigger pullback though to the 78.5302 area. But still, the long-term perspective would have still been bearish. So right now, there's nothing happening. It's back into the no trade zone. So there's nothing happening right now. So you go. No. It's 48 the entry. Stephen, yes, that's what we call the price action entry. Yes. Here's a good analysis right here that we should focus. Remember when I explained to you about the 36 being an important swing low, right? That the market held right at it, right? 41 was a key factor of reversal, meaning once that it was taken, most likely seller will step in to force the market to continue for the next upcoming targets. That's the overall tendency. That's the main focus. That's what we're looking for. As a swing trader, that would have been still key as a great entry opportunity. Okay, stop probably might be in here. Okay, a little bit further up. And we're trying to go for the 12 and possibly the 52, 51.95. Okay, that's pretty much what we're looking for over here and over here. We got more on the downside, but for us, there's no need for today. Now, once we've taken that 41, I mentioned pay attention to, right, the most important swing low. That's where a big, huge chunk of buyers stepped in right at that point, right, at 5:20 a.m. Most likely, they're going to try to defend that 36 level, which they did really good at it again. Nevertheless, the market pierced through it 2 times here. That's a weak spot, right? If this guy prevails, right, if this guy sustain and maintain a long-term perspective bearish as the way that I'm seeing it, long-term perspective momentum is still bearish. We're still bearish. Obviously, we're going to still focusing on sell setup. That means this was just a reactionary pullback to take some stops, which they actually took by the tick. I had the original 63 calculated based on the high of these areas, but I wanted to, obviously, the closer that I can get it, the better. And once I saw the 36 being taken after taking the 41 right in there, I felt comfortable starting to trail the stop down. Okay, and well, nothing we can do about it. Now I'm just waiting for the pulling bar technique to take control. Let's see if we can get the ball rolling. These guys are still on the negative ground, focus only on sell setup for big players, long-term perspective bearish. So that means that 52.12, 51.95 to 52 might still in play today. Okay, so definitely a good learning experience today. And today, I'm going to be honest with you, these last 2 days are being really hard. There's a few factors this week. Monday was holiday, so everything got screwed right there. Number two, we had the fact of a transition from one contract to the other. We're still divided. Number three, we got the speaking engagement on the elected president, Donald Trump. Sounds weird. On Friday. And all this factor mixed together on the blender, just making things quite really annoying. The other thing that I noticed is the huge sell-off that they did on the overnight session. I got triple. Yeah. All right. We're in again. This time is a 60. What was it? 60 stop. Let's see. It's going to be 2 ticks higher than this one. 64. Pulling bar technique, so it got triggered. 2 ticks above that swing high is the stop. We might get stopped out. That's a problem with the pulling bar technique. The target is going to be the 52.12 area. All right, here we go. Second trade that we notice some positive ground. This one only provided from the entry point around 7 ticks only. Didn't miss. Didn't actually reach the target. Let's see. This is doing the exact same thing. So it's only 5 ticks of move. Still inside the no trade zone, but we're using the pulling bar technique. Hopefully we don't get swept out. 9 o'clock is coming in quick. Now, unlike yesterday, if this doesn't pan out today, I'm not placing any more trades due to the fact that what I'm seeing here is I should focus on sell setups. That one proved as an intention, only plus 7 ticks maximum, never actually reached the first target or objective, not even the 10 ticks. All right. This one right here was only 5 ticks plus 5 ticks, and we're looking for the 28 level, 12, and 52 to 51.95. Still caught up in a range bound mode. That's what I'm seeing right now. I'm just, as the market develops, right, I'm trying to pay close attention what's going on the patterns of their behavior. And notice there's a fake out area right in here. That's kind of where, scalpers or fade out, taking stops, is happening. So if we get stuck out again by this point, that's it. I'm not taking any more trades. Something's quite not normal, and I'm not going to, assume any more risk other than those distant trades. Just focus on the long-term perspective. Still bearish, looking for sell setups only. That's it. Alright, we're on the move. Retesting again of the 36. Locking in 2 ticks. At this point, no risk in this trade because, I mean, the last couple of days being orders really sucks. Really weird price action. So let's see what happens. Hopefully continue on. Next level down is a 28 that we had since this morning. At 36 retest again. So if you notice, that's kind of the 10 ticks up until this point, 11 ticks, 12 ticks on profit. Looking good for continuing. And if you notice, since I mentioned earlier, this bad boy over here sustained itself on the negative ground for big players. So that means big players are focusing on sell setups only. The price action will allow us to get some action out of this. I don't know. 9 o'clock, it's coming in. I just need that 36 to be taken. Determination. So you notice that's a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5th time taking the 36. This guy's really having a lot of time going through it. Body to it. Come on, let's go to it. We got some commitment. Let's see. Do we have some commitment? Oh boy, 36. Let it go. For the love of God. Come on. There you go. See? Wasn't that difficult? Let it go. Let it go. Let it go. 28 coming up next. Darn it. All morning. 28 coming up next. It's not there yet. 52.12 has been confirmed. I'm going to try and trail the stop. Five minutes left on this bar. We need to take that 28, go for the 20, which is a psychological smart on your hedge fund in level. Still don't know why, but that's what they say. Where are you guys? Here we go. 28 coming up next in any moment. Let's start. $15 ticks. 3 minutes left for 9 o'clock. All right, so far the focus is being okay. Once again, did you notice our original stop 63 was not triggered? Trailing the stop again, just to, you know, cover ourselves a little bit. Got screwed up again. Oh my God. I got to expand my risk a little bit further. Yes, it did the same thing by a few ticks. Nevertheless, the analysis, focus on sell setups. Agreed, yes or no? The main analysis, let's just talk about the analysis because this is what you're here for, right? Main focus on the analysis was to focus only on sell setups. And agreed? The first target is 28. We're almost there. But what did I say about the targets? Anybody remember? What did I mention about the targets? Anybody remember? Those levels has a threshold, right? There you go. Just went through it. Next level down 20. There you go. That's a nice confirming level. I'm going for the 52.12. Give or take. What? A couple of ticks. So I'm going to go a little bit higher than that. I'm going to go for 13, just in case. Next level down, 20. Moving my stop, of course, to the prior. I'm going to lock in 11 ticks. When I reach 20, I'll move to the second target. Next level down, 52.12. Looking good. Exactly, Curtis, just to give ourselves a little bit more breathing room. Yeah, I'm tightening the stops too much. I accept the fault there in those terms. Can't start thinking like, you know, overprotecting the account, but you got the point. Analysis is being spot on. Here we go. Next level down, 20. Time to move my stop to 27, 26. Locking in, what? I don't know how much. Next level down, 52.12. There you go. Almost there. Moving my stop to 20. Almost there. Locking in. All right, 28 out. Great trade, guys. Finally, something panning out. That's a 20, and next level down, that's 52.12. Great recovery, guys. Great analysis again, so we're spot on the analysis. We got screwed up on the stop losses. So let's just write down on our journals. Everything worked out perfectly on the analysis again. Agreed. Press number 11 if you agreed that the analysis was again 2 days in a row. Talk about the analysis. Don't talk about the trades. The analysis, spot on. Am I right? Now let's just think about the mistakes that we made. I made. How can I get better on the 2 days, including the first stop loss? What was the mistake? Anybody care to share? Next level down, 52.6, second target, and we're going for the 52 and 51.95 any moment now. Yeah, we can't tie the stop. Let's just leave the stop what it is. It doesn't matter if it's 33 ticks or it's just that I have a threshold of 30. As long as I can keep it under 30, but now I'm reading down. Keep the stop where it is as long as it's still under 30. Right? $40 plus a hunter at 3 contracts. There you go. A hunter's still in. A new member. Oh, Hunter, do you mean you're in for the membership? for being part of us. Awesome. Thank you. Jungle John, 31 ticks. Awesome. You guys are great. All right, next level down, 52, 51.95. I think we're going to hit that. That's the end of the morning session for me. Let's see if we get it. I really doubt it. I mean, the 52, this area is a power level. You see there's the green box right there? The green box means a huge influx of buyers stepping in. You notice right there, 5206, 5212, spot on again. Lucas, 28 on second lot, 24 on 2 lots for WXW. Awesome. Lucas said very cool stuff. That, absolutely, Lucas. So, best room ever. My respects, Carlitos. Eric, thank you for the comment. Yeah, Greg, sign up Tuesday. Welcome, Greg. Guys, founding members, welcome to Greg, to Hunter. Yeah. Mark says, missed the 13. Oh, missed the second trade. All right, Mark, no issues. Trade Monster plus 39, still going on. 52, 52.95, and we'll call it a day. Now, check this out, guys. Isn't this piece of software really cool that we're coming up with? It said all the way through, focus on the sell side because big players are selling the market. It was really interesting that in the no trade zone, I still had kind of a tiny bit of a crystal ball here, which is what we're inside calling it, for the long-term perspective. It doesn't mean that we get stopped out because that's our focus and our mistake. That's my mistake as a trader, right? Not as an analyst. As a trader, I made a mistake. I originally had a 63 stop. I should have left it there because it was not higher than my 30 maximum ticks. The market reached that. By 1 tick, I was not being stopped out. Fine, I will accept my mistake there again. Managed to recover the whole thing and plus some more. But this guy kept me on the right side of the market. Let's see if that actually worked out for the remaining of the month. We'll let you know. Now, here it is. Power zone. You see the green box? Huge of influx of floating orders, bank flow orders, smart money orders, with a boatload of buying orders at those levels, right? Or liquidation. I don't know what that is. So that's all we need. All I know is these guys are continuing down. Next level down is 52. It's 51.95. It's just that I gave it a threshold of 52. 39, okay, minus 10, Nikki, and then 29 on the second one. Awesome. Shorting 20 again for 02. There you go. Ready? How your analysis new software? How you analyze new software? What it shows. Neil, that's it's something that I just got. We've been developing for quite a while. We just got delivery from it a couple of days ago. It's something that we're using on our site. This is not for sale. It's not for lease. It's just for trading mission purpose only. That's the way that we use it for swing trading. But I just wanted to let you know that we're not playing around with this, guys. We're really putting a lot of efforts into it. Hey, Bill. Yeah, that would be awesome, Bill. I know it's been 2 rough days, but you know, that's the reason when we open it up and explain to you, you're either going to like us or you either don't. The focus is, guys, that the least you can walk away is the idea of that we provide really freaking good analysis. That's what we do. As an analyst, man, I have to say it, we're freaking good. As traders, you know what, sometimes it depends. You know, we know how to trade it. We're really good at it again. The problem is with so many people watching us, I mean, it's just really, sometimes it takes the focus away. That's the reason I have one of my backing me up sometimes, because it's quite hard. And I know a lot of people try to mimic us every single step of the way, which is fine. But you know, that limits the way that I actually trade on my own, right? Sometimes I use 47, 52-point stops with no issues whatsoever. And, you know, obviously that's not an easy task for anybody here, for most people here. Yes, Crude. I am going to take the snapshots here in a moment and updating them on the top of the chat box. Give me 1 second to do that. Any other questions so far, guys? It's being awesome, right? All right, so let's see. NASDAQ doing good. No trade yet. We're still there. Everything's still good. Any questions so far today? Sharmas, 2 days, 3,600 in profit. Now to 4 contracts for tomorrow. Awesome, Sharmas. That's, oh boy, that's one of the best comments I've ever seen so far. Here it is. Thank you for that. 2 days and 36 in profit. Thank you. That's great. Let's see. Sharma, okay, 3 contracts. Thank you. Taking trade back is the key. Yes, ready. Never surrender on your trades. If you lose, if you get stopped out, that doesn't mean things doesn't work out. It's just a tiny bit of a mistake. If you feel through and stick with your trades. Okay. Let me bring in the chat so everybody can see it. Here it is. That's great. I'm gonna Crude Boy. I'm gonna update that in a moment. Log 30 ticks going for 51.95. Yeah, remember, you see the green box? That's a power box that I said, the power zone, right? It's 9 o'clock. It looks good as long as they don't go over 52.27. It looks good to continue down. Next level down, it's 51.95 to 52. Let's see we hit that while we're here. Let's see what else we got here. 27 on 2 contracts for age. Oh, wow, we got a lot of people here. All right. Wow, keep going. There you go. 20 for Kevin. 14 ticks for Neil. Patrick, 20. 32 on 3 lots for Amrit. 19 for Mr. Seal King. 28 for Shelby. Great job. 40 for Hunter. Woohoo. 27 for age and 2 contracts. Joseph, 32. Once again, 31. Let's see. Mar got, oh no. Maka has got 29 and 27. Great job. I got confirmation to continue down in a moment here. Luca's got 28 on 2 lots. Thank you, Eric. Micah says, it's been great to see how you react to a bad day. Anyone can act cool on a good day, but on a tough day, we got to see what you're really made of. Very impressive. Thank you, Micah. Thank you. Thank you very much. I really appreciate it. The thing is, man, you got to think about this. As I said, one of my mentors says, you're either going to win or you're either going to lose. Which side you're going to pick? It's easier said than done. But basically what he says, a mindset is to focus exclusively and follow through with your heart, your analysis, and your basic plan. Even if you get stuffed out, don't sweat on it. It hurts. It doesn't mean it doesn't hurt. But if you stick through with it, you should dust it off, come back in again, and fight again. Let's see. 10 for the day. I quite don't understand Jono questions there. So let's see what else. John got 12. Great job. 40. All right, guys. So that's good. It's good. Any questions so far? We have here on the chat box of GoToWebinar. We have Rob. Another great day. Thanks for all the education. Mayu got 10 for today. Thank you. All right. Maria Tabares. All right. All right, awesome, guys. So let's see. We're still some people holding for the 52 to 51.95. Looking good for it. ES is shying on the top side of the 67.50. Tiny bit of unbiased, but let's see. We're waiting here until the 52 to 51.95 is hit. In the meantime, any other questions that you might have, guys? This is the opportunity. Okay, we're here, but we know that we can increase. All right, your confidence to finally trade successful. All right, just give us the opportunity just to join. Just join us on our membership. Right, it would be absolutely and freaking awesome, to be quite honest, to have more really good, thorough, and professional traders with us. Right. If we can replicate at least 50%, half of the 13, 15% that we're doing per month, some of you are doing 10 times better than we are, right? And that's what we care about. So trading mission is only $297. We're giving away 1 free week because I need you to get acquainted with the way that we trade. Understood? So we're giving away for instead of 4 weeks, 1 week extra on top of what you have, because I need you to have the first week to immerse yourself on our style of trading and understanding the analysis. That's a whole key. That's it. If you walk away with something here, focus on the analysis. Darn it, I hope that I could explain that better, guys. You probably have a system that kick butt like crazy. If you laid out the top of the analysis that we provide, I bet you that you could become like an amazing trader. Do you get what I'm saying? Guys, I'm talking about making a few thousands a day. There are people making thousands and thousands a day because they have the funds, but they have a very thorough methodology of trading. Remember the arsenal that I was explaining, right? There is like 2 sides. Like there's the commander, right, of the platoon, laying out the plan, laying out the field, and you choose your weapon. But if they send you to the wrong path, you're going to get killed, right? That's what we're here for. We provide this blueprint where you get to draw it out on your chart and then use your own criteria, right, and your analysis and your techniques to trade on top of it. And I promise you that your trade will change like you never saw before. I promise you. I'm not kidding. Promise you. Your trading will transform. That's the focus of Trading Mission for 2017. We're turning ourselves officially. I was a little bit jealous about doing that, but we're officially turning Trading Mission into the only best trade analysis service / trade room. Does that make sense? Right? So I hope with these 2 days you actually got the opportunity to see that. All you have to do is just go to Trading Mission. Here it is. It's on the chat box. Just go to tradingmission.com /5-week-special-offer. You can read more in here, and you'll get an extra, let me load this up, bonus here. You got it's a 2-hour training session that I have for my mentorship students and also for my high-level clients. I teach them first how I am trading their funds, right? How we're taking care of their funds. So I'm not touching anybody's money. I'm talking about our clients before they go through our detailed trading plan. They must understand how we're going to tackle those funds, right? And this is a 2-hour event that, I mean, it takes you from A to C on how we teach, how we create a market profiling on any market, and then how we create a trade plan on top of that market profiling, right? And then you apply whatever it is that the way that you trade on top of it. So you get that, and then you get an extra 1 week with us. So just go head right there to tradingmission.com/5-week-special-offer. We're going down. Yep. Next level down, 52 and 51.95. Let's see. I'm not going to wait until we hit it. Everything is so bearish right now. And take a look at this guy right there. Ooh. Focus on sell setups only, Carlos. Don't do anything else. That's actually what it's saying to us. And then we have these two guys on the bottom confirming the same thing. Remember, this is for swing trading, so we're focusing on that. We're going to be done as soon as we reach 52 to 51.95. And that way we feel kind of confident. You see the power zone, guys? Hey, let me show you. Did you see the power of the green boxes? Yes? You see right there how it held the market for a moment? Isn't that awesome? Once we break that 52.06, bet you that it's going to reach that 51.95. And I gave it a threshold of the 52 even because they like even numbers. Now, pay a close attention. Remember what I said about the 80 levels? Remember the 80 levels right here? Look what it stopped. It stopped right there at the 80 level, kind of, right? And then it's coming down. Whoop! Look at that. Isn't that the actual high of that bar? The 20? That's pretty impressive. Why is it that they love it so much? Here we go. Let's see. Come on, take it. We need to hit the 51.95 so we can be done for today for the analysis. And then honestly, I would be really impressed as well. $52.22 would be the stop, by the way. $52.22 would be the stop for those of you trading the stops. Yeah, that's right, Kevin. For anybody trading this for the long term, but for swing trading, 52.22 would be the stop. Okay. Let's see. Maybe we'll get it. Maybe 9:30 is coming up. 9:30 is coming up. Just wait. The sight lines here. There you go, guys. Any questions whatsoever? Appreciate it. Now, guys, you'll be joining a community of traders where you're not paying for some lame, blank, leave you guessing information kind of thing. You already saw it on the 2 days, right? And one way to see it is like to just give us the benefit of the doubt. That's, think about it for a moment, just a benefit of the doubt. And this is my shameless trying to bribe here to show you. You know, we just give us 1 month and try to see 1 month. That's all we care. Just one. Then you can cancel if you want. I don't care. But just give us the benefit of the doubt to be part of our membership. I believe that's going to transform the trading for the long haul. What we do is the exact same thing we're doing for our high-paying clients. Here is a little bit more thorough because I actually show you the analysis based on price action on top of it. And even if I walk away, you still have in place the blueprint for the day. And that's key because you're evolving yourself into becoming a better trader. And that's what we're forcing ourselves into. Okay? Trying to force you to become better by providing you great quality information. So thinking about it this way, the difference between assets and liabilities, right? People buy liabilities, car, boat, things that don't produce any income at all. And wealthy people put their money in investments, right? So that's what I'm saying. Give us the benefit of the doubt and invest in yourself just for 1 month, $297. That's it. It's about 30 ticks, what, in 1 day. 30 ticks a month. 30 ticks for 1 month. Today, a lot of people made 20, 40 something, whatever that was, right? Yesterday, we got screwed, of course. But the point is, in a month, if you actually, we help you, that's a stop being triggered, by the way. If we help you make at least 30 ticks, the thing is paying for itself, and you're learning every single day how to analyze the market. Does that make sense? Yes or no? All right. I hope that makes sense, guys. Okay. Right. So just give us the opportunity, and that's what we're asking you to give us a chance and join Trading Mission today. It's going to be awesome. Okay. Just go to tradingmission.com, 5-week special offer. Right. And we're giving 1 week for free, included in that 5 weeks instead of 4. No trades executed yet on the indices other than the E-mini S&P. Well, it's not 9:30 yet, right? No, no. It's all right. So let's see what happens at 9:30. Obviously, for the indices, always remember that we trade. I don't place actual trades on NQ and ES. I don't. I focus only on oil. For those of you asking. Okay. All right, guys. So yeah, that one triggered the potential stop loss on the trailing. And take a closer look how the green box, the power zone, worked out. Isn't that awesome? And let me show you. Let me see if I can still have yesterday's chart somewhere. Is it somewhere? Ah, here it is. 51.35 since yesterday on this. This is the February contract, right? All I want you to pay close attention is this. Take a closer look at the green box right there. That was actually the top of the day, right? Market broke below the no trade zone of 88, and then it's a full reversal. Take a look at that. Market can retest it again, the low of that no trade zone, and continue down for the next two targets, 52.28, and there's a green box at 90 and 76. And that's, boom, right there, 90 and 76. Went right through it and then came back at it. So very powerful stuff. The fact of they taking prices right through the green boxes indicates a huge reversal point, right? That's exactly what happened afterwards. But yeah, let me delete. No, I'm gonna minimize it. All right, guys. So I think we made a point. Kevin, that yes, it's going to be applicable. That tool that we're developing is applicable for any market. Yeah. So once again, unfortunately, we're not selling that. That's proprietary for us only and for the use of our swing trading. But you'll never know. I'll never know. We do have the original as part of our course, uh, the inner circle. Sometimes when we have our developer or the designer of the tool, the original creator of it, sometimes they give us the opportunity to provide it as part of the training, and it's really awesome. Once you learn how to use it, you can't walk away from it. Greg, well, the power boxes we kind of teach that on the course, but the power boxes are pretty much a huge amount of influx of floating orders, mainly from bank float orders. We got those information through Skype from some of our peers. And we use a lot of Elliott wave patterns as well, Elliott wave with Fibonacci, supporter resistance, and floating orders. We combine that, and once we narrow down the best majority of the orders being congregated in one area, kind of a cluster, and that's how we developed our power boxes, Greg. Hope that kind of makes sense to you. Thank you, guys. Have a great day. I think we're done for today. You guys are being awesome. Thank you very much for giving us the opportunity for the last 2 days. God bless you. Never forget to share the love with your loved ones. Call them right now. Let me give you an example. Yesterday, I was talking to a good friend of mine. Speaking of was, I saw him, and he just talked to me that he lost his mother on December the 24th. And it was so sad. Is he said, Carlos, that he calls me Charlie, right? So he says, Charlie, look, man, I was talking to her just like normal, and she just came from having a great time with friends and whatever. She was totally okay. She was not sick, nothing. 4 hours later, I received a call from my brother that mom died. Guys, I am telling you, don't regret the time you spent with your family, right? Always share with them how much you love them every single day. Don't allow the burden of every single day, the stress out of the day, take that away. That's the only key factor to keep us sane as human beings and be through with who we are, right? So that's the only thing, right? I don't care your religion or anything. That's fine. Or politically, whatever. I don't care none of that. I only care the fact that you must understand that we are doing all what we do for one reason, is to have a quality time with our family at all times. Does that make sense, right? So we treat that as a main objective here as well, right? And that's really important. That's just something that I wanted to share with you besides trading, okay? Um, and yes, anybody from New York, whoever left, they missed out. If anybody from New York, we're going to have dinner on the on the 21st, Mar, am I right? We're gonna have Mark. Can you post the here for people? We're gonna have dinner at 8 o'clock. I'm sorry, on the 20. What was it? Friday, Saturday, 21st. Mark, 21st. It's gonna be Saturday. Yes. on the 21st. Is that okay, Mar? Del Frisco, there you go. They put it this way. They put it over here. So I am going to be traveling for a really important personal meeting with my wife, myself. We're leaving tomorrow. We're gonna have meetings on Friday and Saturday. Saturday we should be off by 7. We'll be done on those meetings. And at 8 o'clock around that time, am I right? We're going to be meeting at the Frisco's, New York, on the 1221 6th Avenue. Whoever is in the nearby area on the 21st, you're more than welcome to join, and we can chat and have a great time. All right, awesome. 8 p.m. Everyone is welcome. All right, there you go. So need to make reservations. So please. Oh, I got it. So yeah, if you can stay in Chatsy or Mark, that's going to be the 21st. Yeah, it's going to be actually Saturday. This Saturday. All right. It's going to be in Saturday. John, yes, it's that's my I don't like to mention it, but Inner Circle is my course that I open from time to time. Jimmy might give you some information. Don't worry about it. Don't go away. Jimmy, can you provide more information to him? Naples, Florida. Kevin, oh, all right, but you're nearby. I'm in Orlando. Just let me know. We can just meet somewhere else. I might have a meetup for Trading Mission members in Florida. Whoever's in Florida or nearby Florida, let me know. Let's plan something. And let's have a meetup. How's that sound? Anybody in Florida? So that way, you know. All right, sounds good. All right, so that's it. Anybody's, once again, anybody who is, thank you, Crude Boy. Awesome. Hey, take a look. Selling off on the ES, on the NASDAQ. Let's see if they break those bottom areas. 934. So yeah, we're for New York. Once again, just post anything in here, and tomorrow and on Friday. Friday I probably will not be trading live, but I'm obviously going to be in the trade room doing the analysis and going to be done because I have those meetings going on. But I'm not walking away from it. There you go. Sell off on the 6150. Break through it. First target of 60. And 59.50 almost ready to be hit right there. Thank you, Louis. Mike, I don't typically trade this, guys. I just provide the analysis. Because there's so many people who has different modalities of trading the indices that is quite difficult. We tried it before, and it was really difficult. So I just focus on providing the analysis. All right, first target hit on the ES. Second target is going to be 59.50. Boom, goes right through it. Next level down 54.25. Same thing on the NASDAQ. 39 bottom of the zone. Next support 34.25 to 32 and 24.75. Thank you, Mike. Thank you for being here. Federche, I'll be at February in Orlando. Just let me know the time. I'm going to be traveling in February. What was it? From the, wait. We're going to be traveling from the 10th to the 14th, 10th to 14th of February. Yeah, I mentioned this quite a while, so I'm going to be out. So yeah, you can hit me up. Anybody, you know what? Let's just when I come back from New York, what I'll do is I'll set up a meetup in Florida. That's going to be really cool. Okay. Any other questions, guys? Welcome for the new members. You guys are awesome. Once again, you can check it out right on top of here. tradingmission.com/5-week special offer. It's right in there. And give me about 5 minutes, and I'm going to be changing this for today's zones. Let me actually do that. Give me 1 moment. Wait for it. Wait for it. Let me put it like this and like that. Right in the middle. I'm going to take this snapshot right now. That's going to be oil. So give me 1 second while I edit all of this. Edit. So this is oil. Paste. Going for ES. There you go. Put it like this. Screenshot it. On. Paste. Alright, still missing one. NASDAQ. Levels for the NASDAQ. It's going to be like this. There you go. That's okay. And that should be updated for you guys. All right. Thank you very much, guys. You're being awesome. Great job being here once again. Appreciate your time. Thank you, Feather. Yes, we'll meet in Orlando. I'll let you know. What part in Orlando, in Florida? I might be in Clearwater area then. Louis, I'm in Orlando. Orlando. Yeah, we can find kind of a sweet spot for everybody, and we have a meetup. Yeah. Yeah, I'll mention it. I'll mention it on the chat room and whatnot. All right, guys. So thank you for being with us once again. Welcome for the new members. This is going to be awesome. You guys are going to be well in good hands, and you're going to enjoy the analysis that we're going to be providing. All right. God bless you guys, and I'll see you tomorrow. Cheers.